Welcome back, Disrupt Education. Alana Cunningham here with me, 2011 grad. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's awesome. You're out in Montana now. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
I do digital marketing for small businesses, and that consists of helping them with their marketing strategy. They're specifically on social media, so Facebook, Instagram, you name it.
Right.
And then I also help them just general marketing, website design, and graphic design.
Like, so Montana's so different than Chicago. So
Yeah.
what's the biggest difference that you see?
I think the biggest difference is it's a much smaller community. So businesses, it's a make it or break it type of thing.
Yeah.
You really have to know your marketing strategy and your audience when you're starting your business. And it's a really close community, so everyone can know everyone. I mean, I could go into the grocery store and
people know.
yeah, right. I know that person.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest difference. You know, when I come home to Chicago, it's much bigger, and you know, the market's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So
awesome. So let's go into your your journey there.
Okay.
Right. So when you started, you were in high school here, 8 years now. Time flies. So take us from that maybe senior year or through that to where you are now. What was your education like?
Oh gosh, I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for OPRF. I took a lot of graphic design courses. I took the broadcasting courses, the business courses, and that kind of led where I really wanted to be. And where my business is at. Kind of developed my business along the way without knowing it. And so my senior year in high school, I was very set on going to Florida.
Yeah, big difference.
University of Tampa, I had the deposit down, and I just kind of explored a little more. Wanted to be in a smaller school than a big university, and my mom found Carroll College in Helena, Montana, and I was very I'm not going where it's cold, where there's snow. I'm going where the palm trees are. I visited there once and fell in love with it. And you know, throughout college I kind of went back and forth what I really wanted to do.
Right.
I started working for Carroll College's football team. And traveled with the team for 2 years. So at first I thought, oh, maybe I should go into health science, and that didn't happen. Science was a little too much for me.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to go into teaching and psychology, and just decided to transition into communication. So I was very indecisive the first few years, but internships and working with a football team really helped me develop where I wanted to be. And I think it was about my junior year in college is when I started interning for Blue Cross and Blue Shield in their PR department. And that's where I kind of I fell in love with marketing and communications, and just working in that environment.
How did you get connected with all these different things? So when you're changing majors, I changed a lot of majors in college as well. Were there people? Were there subjects? Was there businesses reaching out? How did you kind of navigate?
So initially, I was a part of my education major at the time. I was an English minor. So I wanted to be an English high school teacher. That was the kind of set plan around junior year. And just through meeting people and connecting with the community in some shape, way, or form really helped me get those contacts. And my dad also had a lot of contacts with his business and with his work and doing business in Montana, so that helped me a lot. And then once I started the internship at Blue Cross Blue Shield and then graduated college, you know, I kind of dove into a couple different jobs.
When did you know, marketing? Was there something that just clicked with it? What was that experience like? Because I think a lot of our students struggle with, okay, is this really what I want to do? Yeah, where is that? What is that like? What was it like?
You know, the huge misconception about college is you gotta know exactly, you know what I mean? There's that pressure, you have to know what you want to do, or you won't graduate in the 4 years. But there's always a way to be able to reach that 4-year goal.
Right.
And I just took different classes along with my major, so I didn't just stick to what's on paper. I took an extra class or two just to kind of see if it interests me. And it did.
Yeah.
And I think it really clicked at my first real job out of college.
Yeah.
I was ending an internship at an insurance company. And I went into broadcasting, and I started doing their online content and marketing side of it as a technically social media, or no, content producer, social media content producer. And
all these titles.
I know, there's so many titles. And so I did that for about a year, and I just fell in love with interacting with people, especially in the Helena community. And after a year of working in the news industry, I decided to take a little leap and started my own business. I was doing graphic design, website design, social media marketing since high school. From the website class, that's how I got started. And just put a name to what I was doing, and it grew from there. And when I decided to leave, my news job, I got connected with the Chamber of Commerce there. And so then I transitioned into having a full-time business along with working with the Chamber of Commerce because the opportunity was there. And I think the Chamber has, not just because I worked there, but it makes all those connections that you need in the business community. And just kind of where it all has ended up. It's a long journey, but
it always it's about the people, and how you're doing that. And so let's rewind all the way back to high school.
Let me see if I can remember.
Talking about some of the desktop publishing and the business classes, you were an ACE student in that. I said ACE, not I don't know. I'm sure you got ACE.
I got what you meant.
You were very mature in the realm of being a leader and taking some risks and making some things happen. Going back to your high school. In your time here, what would you do differently? You personally, or how would you change the system?
One of the biggest things, I don't know if it's a millennial thing, I think workforce is really important, and getting involved with the community more. I wish I got involved outside of school. I was very lucky that I had the connections I had in high school, not just through the teachers here at OPRF, but with what my dad did and who he knew. So I had the opportunity to have an internship at the local TV station, WTTW Channel 11, and really expose myself to, I don't want to say real life, but
people in the industry.
And so I think a huge thing that I would change would be just to get kids more involved and get them to see what it's like at different jobs, because that's how you really discover what you enjoy. Sitting in a classroom is great, and it's one thing, but just having that interaction with people and really seeing what they're doing. And I even wish that I had that in college. I learned a lot in my classes, but I also wish I had that set time where I was able to
be out
and about.
Very cool. So what's next? What's next for you?
Right now I'm really happy where I am at the Helena Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm a firm believer of the Chamber and what it does for businesses, and hopefully my business will grow to a point where I can take that full on and really can help businesses grow, because that's my whole goal, is to also help our economy and create jobs in the community. So that's kind of where I'm heading, and maybe hopefully teach at some point.
Somebody get you so full circle. You've come all the way. Maybe.
It's the goal, maybe, but the Chamber has done a lot, so.
Fantastic.
It's my goal to grow that and grow my business.
Right. Thank you, Alana.
Thank you
so much for being here. Next time, let's keep our eyes on Disrupting Education. Alana, look for her. We'll put all her socials up here, and we'll see you next time, guys.